Hi, thanks for tuning in. So the other day I was at Lord & Taylor checking out the latest fall collection from Dior. Dior is actually one of my favorite makeup brands, and I think I probably own all of the Dior eyeshadow quints. I have a lot of the singles, I have all their lip glosses, and most of their blushes. And of course, one of my favorite mascaras is DiorShow. So I want to talk a little bit about the newest offerings, but I also wanted to talk a little bit about the Dior Diva VIP program. Basically, it's a rewards program for buying Dior. What you do is every time you buy something, you you keep the receipt, and for different point limits, you get different prizes. So I've actually gotten all of the prize ranges, anywhere from 100 to 1,000 points. So you get a point for each dollar that you spend, and the $1,000 gift is actually really great. You get, I remember I got a free quint, I got a free lipstick, and free mascara, a bunch of samples, and it all came in a nice case. So that's another, I guess, perk to buying Dior. So without further ado, let's get into the latest colors. Now, there are two new eyeshadows, or two new eyeshadow quints introduced for the collection. And the first one is this. I only picked up this one, and this is just the regular shadow, the shadow quint that is just the shadows. Now there's also another one that has the cream shadow and the cream eyeliner and all of that, but I actually don't like those as much as the regular ones. So I picked up this one, and it is called, it's number 844, and it is called Misty Mauve. So, it's really, really pretty. There is a light pink, a sort of a pearly white color, a golden taupe, a matte mid-tone brown, and then a dark shimmery brown. So I swatched them here on my hand so you can kind of see the colors kind of in that order. And here's the light whitish color. Here is the pinky gold color, the mid-tone brown. Here's the matte brown, and here is the sparkly brown. So a nice range of neutrals that are, again, very work appropriate, but at the same time you can also really build up a pretty smoky eye, and wear that for going out or for the evening. So I would say this is actually a great investment because it is kind of a range of colors that you can use all together, you can use separately, and it can really take you from day to night. Now there was another duo that they offered. It was a matte black and a shimmery, really, really pretty white, or I'm sorry, not white, it was a really shimmery silver, like with intense silver, but I think that reminded me a little bit too much of the chrome shadow, the chrome single shadow that I had, and I didn't really think it was worth it because I felt like I could pair one of my own matte black shadows and then that chrome single and kind of get the same effect. So those were the shadows that were offered. There were 4 lipsticks. I think 2 were the regular, oh, I'm sorry, there were several of the Serum Rouge lipsticks that come in the twisty top, and there were also a couple of the Addict shines. So I wasn't in love with any of the lipsticks, so I didn't get any of them. But I did pick up the only gloss that they offered. Here it is. And it looks in the tube kind of like a mauvey lilac with some sparkles. The number is 692, and it is called Tailored Mauve, and I actually have it on now. So, first I thought it might be a little bit too purple toned, but when I tried it on, I saw that it was just more of a cool toned pink, and it kind of lets your natural lip color shine through. So I'm wearing more of a purple palette today, so I thought that this lip gloss was pretty complementary to the rest of the look, and it was. So that was the only lip gloss. The other thing that was sort of new in department stores but has been around at Sephora for probably the next or the last 6 months is the DiorShow Extase. It comes in a gold tube, and it has, I guess, allegedly, the brush is designed after the tiers of an evening dress. So it kind of, you see how it kind of goes in and out in a very curvaceous brush. A little bit similar in shape to the, for example, at the drugstore, the Rimmel Sexy Curves brush, but this is has regular bristles. The Sexy Curves has plastic bristles. The DiorShow Extase has the it just has regular brush bristles. And the other thing that actually Lord & Taylor doesn't have yet, but Sephora does, is the DiorShow Maximizer Lash Plumping Serum. Now this is a white serum that you can actually use under mascara, or if you want, you can use it in the evening. And the brush is actually similar to one of the DiorShow iterations. So you can see it has like a fine knit, I guess, set of teeth, plastic bristles around, like a cylindrical that kind of taper to the end. So this is actually pretty good. I am not currently wearing it right now, but I am wearing the Extase mascara, which is pretty good as far as volumizing, as far as lengthening. Just it doesn't fail as far as the DiorShow name is concerned. Because I think DiorShow is sort of one of the, I guess, brand leaders as far as getting that dramatic lash look. So far I am pleased with the Extase, and I am fairly pleased with the DiorShow Maximizer. Although I do have to say I kind of still, am like in love with the Paul & Joe primer a little bit more. I just feel like that one adds more curling effect. This one does lengthen and it does sort of volumize, but the effect is more subtle than the Paul & Joe primer that I reviewed in the Paul & Joe haul from before. So the other item that they offer in the latest fall collection is this nail polish, and you can only see, but it is black with a fine silver shimmer and glitter inlay. So really, really pretty when you put it on. I haven't worn it yet, and my nails are actually a disaster. So, as soon as I go and get a manicure, I'm gonna ask them to use this color. So I can't attest yet. I've never actually used Dior nail polishes. From a high-end perspective, I'm more of a Chanel nail polish girl, just because of the color range that Chanel has. So I guess that's it. And I think overall I'm pretty pleased with, here's that swatch of the shadows again. Overall, I'm pretty pleased with the fall 2010 collection. And if you're looking for some nice taupes, just something to kind of channel the cooler weather, I definitely recommend checking it out. So happy shopping, and thanks so much for watching.